Olaram, Baljatetur Nervore. Welcome to our first podcast of the year. And I suppose we could say Haran has frozen over because it's snowing in Memphis right now. The North, come get your weather. It's drunk in my yard. Our topics for today, we actually have language today. Thank you to Miss Julia Wolf for helping us out with that. Topics to be discussed is we've got how to spread the word of the way to others. We've got maybe we can get someone in the community to help us develop a Mandalorian app to either help spread the way or pull Mandalorians together that's not related to Discord or Facebook. Quote unquote, a dating app, but for the faith. I use that in the loosest term possible on that part. And then we've just got a general community chat afterwards. We'll call that our after hours. So, starting in with the language, we've got the first word is Maan, M-A-A-N, and is pronounced M-A-H-N, which means the original or first. We've got Manda, M-A-N-D-A, and that is the collective soul, all Mandalorian soul, the state of being / our heaven. We've got Mandar, which is a official form of money in the Mandalorian universe, more related to the canonical books or in-universe currency. It's not something we use on Earth. It is a individual unit. So Mandar is individual credit, or Mandare, which is the plural form of credits. Okay, got a top on that. Just topped over a 2-liter bottle at my feet. We've got Mandayam, which is the homeworld, which is the Mandalorian word for Mandalore. Mandayam. We've got Mando, which is literally our people. Mandor, which is the grammar side of the language. And we've got... So it's the same word, but it's two different pronunciations. Mandor is the grammar, and Mondor is the alphabet. So very, very big grammatical sounding on that. Aru, I apologize for that. I was having some fun. I hope you don't mind.
What do you mean?
So we're going through the language lesson right now. So we've got mando'ade, which is the sons or daughters of Mandalore, which is the general term for Mandalorians. We've got Mando Gota, which is the Mandal Tech, basically the technological company of Mandalore. We've got Mando Besgate, which is Mando Motors. Think like General Motors, Ford, Toyota. That would be the Mandalorian version. We've got Mandokar, which is the Mandalorian virtues of loyalty, aggression, tenacity, and a desire for life. Mandokarla, which is the state of being Mandokar. Mandalore, which is the sole ruler, which we don't have one in the way we have the Allure. We've got Mandintie, which is duty, a debt to Mando'ade society. We've got Monopod, which is a class or like caste. Again, not something that we currently have set up in the way, but just going through Mandalorian words. Monka, which is a seal. Basically think of like in old days they'll put a ring signet on a letter. That's the seal. Mankar, which is the act of sealing. We've got mando'ade, which is identify. So if someone pops into Discord, we could say mando'ade, and you would be asking them to identify who they are. So just going quickly again through those. Just going to say the spelling. We've got manda, mandar, mandare, mandaim, mando, mandor, mandor, mando'ade, mandogota, mandobesgate, mandokar, mandokarla, Mandalore, mando'ade, manopad, manka, mankar, and manseratir. So those are our Mandalorian words for today. I will post this session in the actual description of the podcast so you can see the English translation, the Mandalorian word, and how to sound it out. So now we'll get into our first topic of how to spread the word of the way to others. We don't want people to go out and just beat it in people's face, much like some unnamed religions of the world would do. Somebody liking my post and Facebook notification. What we want people to do is basically just go and just start a casual conversation. I've had several during my time so far where I've been out wearing my van brace, and people will actually think that my arm's injured. They'll just be like, "Hey, what happened to your arm?" And it's like, "Oh, that's not a brace. That's actually a piece of armor that I wear for my religion." And they'll just say, "Oh, hey, okay, what's your religion?" I was like, "I'm a Mandalorian." And if they don't know what it is, I was like, "Have you ever seen Star Wars?" They're like, "Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, you're talking about that." And we'll just start a casual conversation like that. We'll talk about the tenets and what we believe in, or why we carry firearms and weapons, and why we wear armor. Have you guys ever had anything like that? I mean, how do you guys spread the way? Those of us who are in the Discord right now.
Well, for myself. Oh, sorry.
Talon, you first.
No, go for it, Talon. Well, on Friday, one of my coworkers came up, saw me doing a little bit of mando'a practice, just writing it, trying to get better, and he was curious. It evolved into a conversation about what my faith was, and he's interested, but it's hard to describe some of it because at the moment we don't really have the 12 tenets in other languages.
Oh, right. So that's part of something else I meant to add about that. Is the Allure is actually actively working on a quote-unquote Bible, because that is something that we have to be recognized as a religion. So that will help with what you're talking about, Talon.
Putting it into different languages can only be beneficial to us.
That is correct as well. And I want to thank you for putting your Spanish and French translations in the Discord. I'll make sure we get those posted to, if you wouldn't mind, post those to Facebook as well.
I did.
That's why we probably need to have these language lessons, because for all of us to be able to speak one language to each other, regardless of geography, that would be wonderful. To eventually have these podcasts and just straight up mando'a.
Right. And that's part of why I like that's originally how this podcast started out, was to be a language podcast. But we also needed a way to so-called preach sermons outside of, say, like YouTube or TikTok. So we decided to just start doing this way. We'll have topics and language lessons.
Not to be off
Oh.
topic, but if I may offer a suggestion, why not have two different sessions? One in Mandoa and the other in English.
Because not all of us are proficient or fluent in Mando'a yet.
Fair.
Or more accurately, not enough of us.
Right. We're
I fall into that
way
category
still in our infancy right now. We're literally just learning to walk or even crawl.
Oh, I'm still stubbing my toes, that's for sure.
So, West, what about you? How do you spread the way to others?
So I get asked quite frequently about my bracer that I wear, and I've had one gentleman that has actually, gone through. He went through the tenets with me and did that, and that's about as far as it went. But he's like, "Oh, that's really cool, but I don't think it's for me." I was very appreciative for him taking the time to even look at it. Most people are just like, "Oh, you're a weirdo."
Right, and I've actually talked about this at my last job, is the fact that we're supposed to carry weapons.
Yeah.
And he did not like that fact at all.
No.
And it's going to be a lot of that with employers where their company policy is to not allow any kind of weapon, whether it's a firearm or even a simple pocket knife.
Mm-hmm.
Because the
So
casual...
arguably,
Go ahead.
sorry. Arguably, a pocket knife is not a weapon.
That is correct. It's more of a tool. However, it has that side function, so to speak.
I don't know. My pocket knife, quote unquote pocket knife, is a 5-inch Ned Frost or Ned Foss. So it's
I mean, so I have a question with that. Did you make sure to like inform them that like it is within our code that we can disarm both like armor and our weaponry for purposes of like work and so on and so forth?
At the time, I did not. Not because I didn't want to, because I may have not understood our tenant that way.
I got you. I mean, that's something that I think a lot of people forget too, is that like we do make allowances for such things. I mean, in an ideal world, we get to carry and practice the way that we want, but from what I understand through previous sermons and stuff, is there's the reality of it, and
the practicality.
We are not to disarm without bringing any kind of shame or negativity on ourselves for it.
Yeah,
both spiritually and like culturally.
I did not know that. I just carry all the time because it bare minimum my knife on me at all times.
Right, and that's still technically being armed, just not able to defend against anything. And
armed but not loaded for bear.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, I should also point out that like maybe that's my interpretation of what I've heard through the sermons. So I could be wrong in my interpretation.
Now, according to the sermons, it is to one's best ability. All things are to one's best ability.
And see, that's where it comes down to me. Like, for me, that for the longest time, I couldn't trust myself with a firearm. But I have, I can now, but I still don't have the ability to get one.
Right.
Also, remember the other side of that is that it has to be something that was created with the explicit purpose in mind of manufacturing, of being a weapon versus a tool.
Right. So versus saying bringing a bayonet blade, versus being a box cutter kind of thing.
Right.
A bayonet was fully intended to be a weapon. A box cutter is more of a weapon of convenience, where its sole design is to be a tool.
If you
It's an
carry bayonets, you
improvised
have a
weapon.
strange fetish. Have you guys not
I need a
seen Team
bayonet.
4-Star Helsing Ultimate?
I'm sorry, what?
No.
I have.
Dirge, how do you spread the word up in Canuckistan?
Canuckistan. Honestly, I kind of just approach people that I know that are kind of already in alignment with a lot of our tenants. But yeah, I just kind of explain it to them if they ask. Or another great way is just being like, oh yeah, from this hour to this hour, I'm doing a podcast, and they're like, oh, what's it for? And then kind of gives me a bit of an open window.
Yeah,
It's
same.
kind of a different pitch out in Canada, though. You have to make sure to tell a lot of people like we're heavily based in the concepts of reality, so we understand you can't be running around in full suit armor and this and that.
Not yet, at least.
Fair. And just kind of yeah, I don't know. I just kind of tell my experiences of everything so far.
Okay. Aru, how does the unhinged send out the word? How does the unhinged spread the way?
Much the same way that the deceased John Brown would.
The British are coming? Oh no, that's Paul Revere.
John Brown was Civil War.
Yeah.
The Mandalorians are coming! The Mandalorians are coming!
Pretty much.
We're out of beer.
That's sacrilege. That's heresy.
That's the reason we're coming. We're looking for more.
Ah, good point.
Getting absolutely drunk at Harper's Ferry and causing a mess.
I think I might start me a batch of meat after this. I really need to start a batch. I haven't had one in a while.
Ooh.
So, into another topic is, I know we don't have anyone currently here right now that can, or I don't know, they might. We want a app that can bring Mandalorians together. Whether it's in terms of like I'm not going to say a dating app, but something in lines with that, where Mandalorians can connect without being it. And it could also be a way to find the Discord as well, or the Facebook. But it's just meant to bring Mandalorians together. Connect with each other.
App.
Huh?
A community app.
Exactly.
And maybe some kind of map to see like what cities and towns were in states and provinces, so on and so forth.
Right. Kind of like the feature that
right.
Snapchat has where you can see where your friends are.
Always reach outside of the faith and towards the more secular Mandalorians. Because like Mando Creator is functioning in a very similar fashion.
Yeah, and that's why I said away from Mandalorians to connect, not just keepers of the way, but so as they call themselves, the true Mandalorians, the people in the Oyubat, anyone who identifies as a Mandalorian, this can be a way for them to connect with other Mandalorians.
So I dig it. I was actually looking at app development software just a minute ago because we were talking about it. And that's how my brain works. It's
good.
like I think the low end is like $160 for the development software.
And this may be something that's done after the fact that we get other things taken care of first.
Right. But there's also yeah, if we can get somebody that's inclined and can code, we could do this pretty easily. It's just I don't know about anybody on the faith or of the faith that knows how to code yet.
And maybe this could be a post on the Facebook page, as well as like calling all coders who can design an app for us. Kind of
Right.
thing.
We need a list of everything that we're looking for in said app.
Right.
So we're looking for a Mando map. We're looking for language lessons, which one of you will have to spearhead, I'm sure.
Right. And that's what we've got the Johazad for, our language people.
Yep.
Even if we're not too active a group at the moment.
But once you guys have something to focus on,
right, I get what you're saying.
What else are we looking for the app to have?
Possibly a small communication feature.
Right, you want to be able to message people.
Yeah.
I think it would be cool if it had a kind of, I guess you'd say, like a ability to switch it between like traditional language, text, and Mando'a would be cool, or whatever we call our text format.
That would be the Mandor.
Hold
How's it going,
The grammar. I would talk to Kansas Mando. He is actually working on some himself.
Computers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I would love to build a computer. I just don't have the time to really sit down and do that myself.
Well, apparently he had a line on some computers that may or may not have been non-functioning. So,
yeah, and he was refurbishing.
Yeah. And he brought up the idea to me that maybe we send some of those said computers to mando'ade who don't have a PC.
I mean, I could afford a PC. I just need to get a new one. I'm just really, I'm hurting because this one's dying on me.
I just recently upgraded my GPU, so I know how you are. I was always fearing, it's like, okay, am I going to get a green screen of death in the middle of this podcast or the middle of this raid while I'm playing game? My GPU just decides to crap out on me.
Oh, is this a podcast right now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Welcome, Alorum.
All around.
Hey, Mom, I'm famous.
You're getting there. You're at least on the podcast, so.
Yeah.
Long time no see, Vod. Good
Yeah.
to see you back.
Honestly, I'm just, I feel like I'm seeing that majestic beard of yours, and it's just, top tier.
Right.
Oh my God.
Coming here. It means I'm the leader of my tribe.
There you go.
That's what we tell him, anyways.
Yay!
He's like, go me.
Speaking of majestic beards,
Unfortunately, this is all I can get. Not much more than that.
Yeah.
I'm follically challenged like that.
and there's
I
talent.
feel like, I feel like I am, I feel like I'm not worthy of any of your presence.
Oh, don't
we
build that
are
way.
the
We're all
beard
family
members
party.
of the Mandalorians.
Yeah, this is just because it's cold out, I swear.
Yeah.
I just don't like shaving. I'm lazy.
I'm the same way. So listen, I'm the same way, but it's like I can't grow beard. I can grow facial hair, but not like a beard like that. Like
I've got mustache. If I've got regular hair up here and no facial, it looks like I'm I get the baby face.
Yeah. I get that a lot too. Especially when I shave, I get that a lot.
Yeah.
I also had to do that enough while I was in the service, so I'm just like, no, I'm gonna grow a beard now.
There you go.
I just realized I don't like razors, so.
I don't really like shaving either. I just, from time to time, I
Now,
do.
I'll shave the sides and neck and just leave this part.
Leave the goatee.
Right.
Let's see.
Why be a neck beard if you can grow the whole thing?
I had a beard growth of like 2 solid years, and I was really proud of it. And then I sneezed while
You
shaving.
know,
Oops.
I was actually, I've been meaning to bring this up for a while now.
Yeah, what you got?
So, in the Mandalore, in the Mandalorian faith, do we still adhere to the Rezolnare or anything to those effects?
We do, and we
Yeah.
have also expanded upon the Rezonare,
Okay.
where the Rezonare is just 6 tenants, we have 12.
Mhm.
And it's basically just an expansion upon the canonical 6.
Yeah.
Basically, us making a version that is just ours.
Right,
Yeah.
it can't be
That's something
confused
owned by a
as we're
corporation.
taking from the in-universe lore and not doing anything with it. We're
Yeah.
trying to make this of our world.
Yeah.
So we're
And
not
if you look
confused with...
closely, the 12 tenants are the Resonare with just, I hate to say it like this, but extra steps.
Right, and that's why I said we've just expanded upon it. Can I name any of those expanded upon pieces right this second? Unfortunately, no. Because I'm not that
tenants
big
1 and
on
2.
the 6.
Tenants 1 and 2 reference our armor, and our weapons of the Resonare.
So basically, we've split the... So tenants 1 and 2 would be the first tenant of the Resonare, where we've just split it into 2 separate.
Setting some aside for foundlings, not isolating, and being self-sufficient. That is providing for your tribe. That is teaching your children. Those are very key to our faith through and through.
Yeah, right.
Here's a real question. Do we have any obligation, especially since I know a lot of us are really spread out, to be part of on the next tier on the clan, to belong to a clan? Because our tribe is just basically everybody that is and isn't a part of the faith.
Yeah, so I remember, I don't know how new you are, but I remember when I first joined, I was trying to find a clan within my area. I live around the Georgia area, but to my knowledge, I don't think there's an operating clan.
So right now,
There's things on that.
the clan system is still in works.
Yeah.
They are close to announcing something. As of the last podcast, anyways, we had one of the Allure, Swordfish, was on here with us, and we were actually talking about the clan system. And right now, it looks like it's going to be an area kind of thing.
Yeah.
So just, it's going to be a bad example, but take like the Hunger Game districts, for example.
Yeah.
District 1 would be their area, 2, 3, all the way up to 13. And then you would have the looser elites and clans underneath that. Or at least that's my interpretation of it. That may not be the official way we put it out, but that's how I'm thinking that it's going to happen.
We're just not organized. I mean, we're not organized to the point where we have clans operating, you know.
Right, we're still a growing movement. We're
Yeah.
literally in our crawling infancy right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're not even born yet. Yes. We're close. We're very close.
I wouldn't even say we're in our second trimester yet. and just using that as an example, I mean, it's very apt.
Yeah.
I'm so trying hard not to make jokes right now.
It's okay, I was a preemie.
Make them, I'll edit them out.
I was just gonna say, like,
So we've got 3 Midwest Mandos here today.
Uh,
I think we
forget
should.
the-
Oh, go ahead.
who would you say is? Who are the 3?
I think
So
it's
we've
West
got-
Mitten, Cakes, and Kando, I think.
I think
And
we need.
we've got Aru too, so that's 4.
I think
No,
we just need
I
to
think
start-
he's northeast.
That explains a lot.
holy
I think
moly.
He was in Minnesota.
I'm still in Minnesota.
Yeah.
But
So we got
I wouldn't
4
call that. I
Midwestern.
couldn't call that Midwest though.
What are you talking about? It's the most Midwest.
Yeah, they're the ones that the Midwesterners make fun of for being Midwestern.
Oh, okay. This is
Almost
coming
as
from a
bad as
southerner,
Illinois.
so
Aren't like Midwesterners are like, oh, you betcha. Oh, you want to borrow my lawnmower later?
right.
Oh,
that's what,
Irish.
and that doesn't sound like Aru to me.
Yeah, you don't. Midwestern. That's what Westerners sound like to me. They're like, oh, you betcha. Oh, let me check your car for you. I'll fix it up.
Like,
It's
oh,
more
I just got me a new
Canadian.
car,
Yeah.
don't you know?
It used to be that bad.
Yeah.
And then
No,
I was
ours
in
is
Illinois with a bunch of fucking Southerners.
He didn't hear that. I'm happy. I said Aro's the one stealing the catalytic converter now.
Nice.
Well, I can't make the joke on that one. It would get me banned.
You are now banned from jokes.
I mean,
Disconnected.
literally I am.
Bye.
Hey, if he's not allowed to make the offensive jokes, it all falls down to me.
Oh no! Remember, I
Oh,
can do some
no.
offensive jokes too.
Oh, that
I was
looks
gonna say it's
cool.
mostly the turban desert riders that do the catalytic converter stealing around here.
You know what's
Oh, see, it's all meth head white folk around me.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought-
all
I
the
thought that was
Mexican
Memphis.
Americans.
You must be in Nebraska.
By Allah, I will take this converter.
No, it's totally a Michigan thing. I live in one of the meth capitals of the United States.
Mm.
Live right next to it.
I think mine would be crack.
Or black tar heroin.
My province
just
My province just okayed a fully legal cocaine production facility to hand out free cocaine so people have safe supply, air quotes. I can't. It's just Canada.
Oh, God. Let's see.
And there's my heater kicking in again.
It's fighting. It's fighting.
It's fucking trying. I'm sitting over here in my snuggie because it's so damn cold.
That's hilarious. And here I am, a wool socks, a pair of pajama
I'm just
pants, a pair of sweatsuit.
Oh no, I've
Yeah.
got wool socks
gonna
on.
live
I've
cold.
got my
I'm just
PJs, my shirt, my hood, my snuggie. That I can
Look-
do the Darcidius. Do it. Use your anger.
Look at Mitten over there being all fancy, wearing pants.
Yeah, well, my nuts will freeze. It is like 10 degrees outside.
I think it's about that here, but I'm just not going outside.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I will have to be the Tauntaun in this.
So have you guys ever played Star Wars Galaxies? Like the old
Yes.
Long time ago.
You guys should they have like private servers still up. Like dedicated hosting and all that.
Nice. Most game that I play right now is Destiny 2. That is my drug of choice for gaming.
We try not
So-
to judge him too harshly.
Back to soccer, gentlemen and lady.
We're not talking football.
No, we're talking app.
Yes.
I looked down
I
at my
would
notes
be
and I
willing
was
to
just
help
like,
you.
All right, what
we've
have you got app related?
So at the development level, it's like the minimum for the software is like 160 to $200, and you can hire it out for like 500. I'd rather not hire it out.
Right. Rather have this someone in house.
Yeah, I'd rather have somebody in faith do this. And even if it comes down to us, you know, compensating them for their work, I don't care if they need that. That's cool. If that's something they need, I'm all for, you know, pitching in the $1.50 or whatever.
Right, and
I
that
can do
honestly,
at that
that's
time.
something that would probably want to come out of the GoFundMe.
Wait, wait, hold on. There's a GoFundMe?
We do have a GoFundMe. All proceeds are currently going towards the legal fees and process.
I thought we
Yeah.
surpassed that. I don't know.
No, that was just
no,
the
that-
501c.
Right, that's just our tax-free documentation for the IRS recognition. That's that and the legal recognition in the state of Ohio. That is our benchmark at the moment.
Did it have to be Ohio?
It's where the faith started, so that's where it is.
You can't get nothing in Ohio.
Swag like Ohio. Swag like Ohio.
Oh, can you imagine? Can you believe Ohio's the Holy Land?
For us, apparently it is.
I was honestly expecting Texas.
I know, right?
Nope.
Maybe Nevada.
The Allure that started it, the board of directors, whatever they're called, apparently started in Ohio. So that's our birthplace.
Yeah, my friend definitely lets me live that down.
Once you live in Ohio, you can never leave Ohio.
I go into my hidey hole now.
Ohio
cold.
is like the Jerusalem of the Americas.
And nobody.
I
even
figured
really
that would have been
breathes into it.
Texas as well.
Yeah.
So it's a big
So,
sand people.
We've got any more ideas for the app? We've got the map, the language lesson.
Wait. There's an app?
No,
We're talking about
that's part of our topic for today is finding someone that can do this.
Oh, I would just hire someone. Just hire someone. to make
Apparently,
an
that's $500.
app. I mean,
That's not bad.
yeah.
No,
that's not bad.
that is not bad,
You
but
know,
that's not
my
$500
game-
I don't have
my-
in my pocket.
My gaming laptop was $1,000.
I might
Oh yeah,
go
the
and
PC I'm running off of is retailed. I don't know what it would be now, but when I built it, it was like $900,000, something like that. Retail,
I
I'd
might know
probably
a
go for like
developer if you guys want
$2,000.
me to like throw a tentacle out that way.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I've got my stepchild's family. They both develop and code and do all of that.
So reach out to them, see what they can help us with.
Yeah, if they can help us with it, I am willing to, take whatever they need, and give them whatever they need.
This goes on to like what I'm curious about. So what is this application gonna entail? What is it?
It basically it boils down to bringing Mandalorians together. Doesn't
Okay.
matter whether it's the
Mandalorian,
true Mandalorians, the
Mandalorian
keepers of the way, the people
Yeah,
from
pretty
Oyabot.
Yeah, you guys remember the farmersonly.com?
I'm trying to stay away from the lonelymandalorians.com.
Farmersonly.com. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I promise you, it's gonna happen.
Only
And ours is going to be the first one.
I'm surprised we don't have an OnlyFans.
Are you looking for a handsome Mandalorian near you?
I've had a tough
Are
luck.
you okay with the man that could probably body someone and still go to sleep at night?
Are you okay with a man that can eat his weight in honey buns?
So, anyways,
I read every dating profile I've ever created.
anyways, I do want to apologize. I'm a bit late to the party here, but
No, you're fine.
for
No,
the
you're cool.
app, like, so okay. I'm just a little bit more. I'm curious because I have very little information other than the fact that it's an app for other Mandalorians to meet. So I don't know, like,
Aru.
what?
I mean,
Don't make me
clearly
mute
this
you.
is the beginning of the idea. It's the kernel of the idea.
And that's
Okay.
that's what we're doing here. Is literally the
I
first
think
time
this
we're
is,
talking about this.
initially
But-
conceived by Julia, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
We talking like meat or
Are we talking
we're
about meat, or are we
like-
talking about meat?
No. I'm talking about, like, is it like a hub type thing? Like, hey, you can make friends with other Mandalorians
Yeah.
or something like that.
I mean, literally
Yeah,
just a way
it's-
for Mandalorians to connect.
Okay.
So I was thinking basically like a Facebook clone,
hmm
and where like a cross between Facebook
And Discord.
and Discord.
So is it going to detail, like, other than the fact that it's going to be like a hub for other Mandalorians to meet and socialize, is it going to have, like, stuff about the faith, the tenets and all that, the actions?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's not going to be a Keeper of the Way only app.
But there's going to be sections for
It's kind of like a forum, pretty much.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I get it.
like a message board map. You can choose to put yourself on the map and be like, hey, I'm here. This is
Yeah.
where I am.
Right. So I
We'll have
equated that
lessons
to
for
if you're.
language.
I'm equating that to if you're familiar with Snapchat. It has the function that you can see where your friends are located throughout the world.
Snapchat since high school, bro.
I know. Just using that as a comparison for what we're trying to do.
We're
That's that
old.
function.
Leave us alone.
Say that again, Talon.
We're old. Leave us alone.
Give me none.
I was going to compare it to MySpace, dang it.
People still use MySpace?
The future
Just
is now,
Tom.
old man.
Most of us are trying to get away from Facebook. I don't know anything about MySpace.
You guys gotta let the new Mandalorians step in here. You gotta let us, spread our wings a bit.
Hey,
Jetpacks.
Yeah, what?
Can we
Yeah,
get
I
Elon
spread-
Musk
spread
with
it.
jetpacks?
Yeah, you gotta let us fly our jetpacks a bit.
Yeah,
Wait, you guys
let's
have
get Elon Musk
jetpacks?
in here. He can. I've got a few ideas.
Elon Musk,
Starlink
for
jetpack.
Mandalore. Elon Musk for
Pretty
Mandalore.
much.
No.
No.
He already made flamethrowers. I mean, why not add to it?
Just add a flamethrower. I can already get one.
They're
for my-
already making jetpacks. If you haven't seen those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those look dumb. The first gen ones, they look dumb.
Well, the
Yeah,
first
well,
gen is gonna look
It's
dumb.
the first gen. I mean, look at, like, the first Ford car. It was these tiny little wheels.
Look at the
you
first
know.
iPhone.
Yeah. Oh my God, the first iPhone was.
Yeah.
The first iPhone looks like the new iPhone. That hasn't changed.
No, the first iPhone had a round back. It was very round and it was silver. It kind of
and
looked
what
like
does your
an iPod.
jetpack look like, huh?
But yeah, no. Obviously, the first gen of anything is gonna look not as great.
Right.
That's
It's meant to be
primarily-
functional.
Yeah.
The looks of it will come later. The aesthetics will come later.
As do all.
Whatever they do, there's gonna be some dipshit that makes it where it already has like the weathered look on it, even though it's brand new. Yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna get those.
Yeah.
And they're only going to change one thing per iteration.
Oh my god.
And it's usually going to be a step backwards. Oh, wait, no, that's iPhone. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, they started off strong when they first made the first iPhone, but at this point they're just making the same thing over and over again. It's pretty repetitive. I mean, this.
But people are going to buy it.
Yeah, this generation of iPhone, the only thing they did was just make a better camera, and that was pretty much it.
And you know what? They added $100 to it, making it $17,000, and people are going to buy it.
What you mean, like their AR device that's like 4,900 or 49? Yeah, $4,900 right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Just call it $5,000.
Yeah, what's $5,000? That's only what, like half a year's rent.
It's pocket change, you know.
Half a year's rent for 5,000. Where do you live?
No, I was being sarcastic, sir.
Memphis.
I wish.
I thought
No, I was
Dirge,
gonna move there.
Dirge, don't you live off the grid or something?
I live in a really old house.
Just because he lives in
with-
Kanokistan doesn't mean he's off grid.
He lives in a fucking igloo.
Yeah.
Yes, he lives in an
No,
igloo.
no. I don't think you understand. I am the worst Canadian ever. Okay, me and Snow, not a big. No, we're not friends. No,
That's
I live
Not-
where.
don't like hockey either. You need to escape
that's
now.
that's not
Yeah.
true. That's impossible. Canadians are
Also-
friendly.
No, shit. Also, really
God, I'm
not
more of a
into-
Canadian than you are.
Not into maple syrup either. Although our beer is really good.
Mm.
It's nice and strong.
I've heard you guys over in the French side. They had this one ale that someone made a fucking song about, and apparently it's really good apple fucking ale. And now I want to go like raid Canada to take it from them.
I don't even drink, and that sounds good.
I've started wars for less.
I would not be
believe it.
surprised with that.
Just saying, we have lots of oil and natural gas.
Why do you think we won't let y'all go?
No, I'm just waiting for the annexation. It's going to happen.
Oh,
The
please,
what- the what?
yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Canada's getting annexed. It's gonna happen.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So,
You need to
so
stop
the,
playing Fallout.
I mean, if you guys knew half
the
the stuff
resource
that-
war, man. The
Yeah.
resource war.
So what else do we want to talk about? We need to get back on topics here. I don't know what to talk about.
We did say after hours talk. This applies.
I
Yeah,
think we should,
we've been talking for less than an hour on the topic, so we need a little bit more content on that.
I think
That's 88.
Yeah.
we should.
So
have
we've got the app down.
We should just
What
get
was
the
that?
app up and going. Let's start a quick little fund me thing, and then let's just.
Well, I had just texted my people that can do this, so
Have your
I'm
people
going
call
to-
my people.
yeah, I'm working on it.
I don't have people.
You know what I want to see more of, and there's not enough out there, but I do. There are artists that do it, but I want to see more Mandoa folk music. You know, I don't. I see a couple of artists that do it, but I don't see enough of it.
Speaking of Mandoa folk music, I saw a space banjo the other day, and it made me think of you guys.
A space banjo? Oh, please.
Yes.
You know, they do call me
Man.
the Mandalorian redneck. Tell you what.
I'll tell you what. I play a mean
what would make
space
you different from the
banjo.
rest of us?
Does your
All of a
spaceship
sudden-
take diesel?
You know, there's somebody.
I
that's
would
gonna
hope
go-
not.
There's someone's gonna get the space banjo, and all of a sudden you're gonna get Space Dixie.
Oh,
Where's it going?
I wish I was.
The,
on
the first the
South
first
Pole-
Mandalorian ship
South
shall now be
Pole
called the
of-
General Lee.
Wait. Wait. I wish I was on the planet Mandalore, something like that. I don't know.
I wish I were on the moon of Concordia.
So another fun function that could be done too is like issuing out like Mandalorian challenges, like do a hike of X amount of distance.
I love that. Oh, I do 12-mile hikes every weekend.
I mean, one.
No,
for
no,
instance,
I did enough of those
right?
in the service. I'm good.
No, listen,
you-
bro. Listen, let me tell you something, bro. I got like a David Goggins type of mindset, bro.
Let me tell you what.
I do those trails. Sometimes I run and sometimes I bike. But I have like David Goggins in the back of my head. Who's gonna carry the boats?
My bone spur says no.
I just like doing outdoor stuff. I've
I,
always
I
been
just felt maybe like some kind of like community building challenges would be fun like that, you know?
yeah.
Get people to think about, encourage the physical health.
I love
Again,
that. I love that.
Anime.
I love that.
Extreme Mando camping.
I mean,
I would love
On this
that.
episode-
Anyone-
On this episode of Survivor, these fucking lunatics with helmets won't leave me alone.
Well, listen to this. Listen to this. So anyone who's really like deep into like Mandalorian lore, the Mandalorian Neo Crusaders used to have these like intense planetary training camps that they used to put initiates through, and they had to like go live in the wilderness for a couple days and shit like that, and had to like survive the
So
harsh
Sear
environment.
School, but for the kiddos. Gotcha.
Yeah, pretty much. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, I love Dirge's idea on encouraging the physical health. I think that's it should be encouraged. I do it
as much as we can.
Yeah, I do it all the time. Oh my god, like because I have like so much energy, bro. Like I can like easily not run, but like actually I can just about jog 12 miles every weekend.
I mean, a good like a good side effect of that. Not only is it getting us out and about, but it's literally getting us out in the community.
It's good.
Right.
I believe it's good for the physical and mental health because not only are you feeling you're working out, and then it improves the mental health because you feel accomplished and so on and so forth.
Well,
does everybody
Talking about
Huh?
Oh, sorry. I just had a side
here
thought.
we are talking about getting healthy, and here comes fucking Cadis with a snack cookie.
Oatmeal cookie.
Damn
Hell
it,
yes.
Damn
Don't
it!
worry,
Put it
guys. I
down!
will start tomorrow.
No.
Put it down! Put the cookie down now!
We're gonna pump you up.
Fuck.
But you gave me an idea. What about group rucks?
No, I would love it.
Oh, I would love that. I saw this really cool rucking bag that had a mythosaur on it. I was thinking about getting. You see, I do some serious it's not. I wouldn't say what I do is intense. Like I don't always run. Sometimes I just walk. But I usually have a Camelback with me. So if I need to hydrate, I just drink and all that. But I think we should do that. I think there'll be a lot of. I think we should have brackets for people that know, people that are new to the health, becoming, people that are. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering right now. I want to
Put me in the novice rank.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I think.
Here we go. Okay.
I think it's important for people to work out at their own pace and then move up as they go. Don't overdo it.
I fully agree with this, and I love the idea.
Yeah, I think that should be incorporated into the app. I think the app should have like a bunch of stuff.
Maybe a
fitness tracker. With doing challenges after the physics too. It could be like learn so many Mandoa words, you know what I mean? And there's so much Mandoa in so much time, you know what I mean?
Hey, so
things like that.
A bit irrelevant and off topic here. Okay, so Death Watch, Darmanda, yes or no? If anyone knows about Death Watch, I should probably clarify.
I don't think they would count as Darmanda. They're a different kind of monster.
Yeah, they're a zealot class.
Yeah,
of
I don't know
Mandalorians.
why. I've encountered other people, that are really deep into like the culture and all that, not to the faith, but they're really deep into the culture. I've met other Mandalorians that really, rag on Death Watch, and it really annoys me because, their clan, they're fighting for something that they truly believe in. They're fighting for a cause, and I don't know. They as far as I know, they're the only clan that fought to preserve Mandalorian beliefs and ideals in that universe.
In that universe, the true Mandalorians did. It's just that somehow the pacifist won.
Yeah, somehow.
Well,
Somehow
they say,
Palpatine returned.
Duchess Satine was apparently a Republic puppet or something like that.
I mean,
Or she was in bed with the Jedi.
Yeah.
she was literally Jedi.
At least, well, Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan can neither confirm nor deny that rumor.
I thought it was okay for them to have relations. They just couldn't have attachment.
Yeah,
Well, my grandma-
they were all over. They were dropping Jedi loads all over the galaxy and going, "Hey, baby, I'm sorry, I can't be attached."
Like, this is just a
They
one-night
are
stand.
deadbeat dads.
All right.
Yep. Where do you think all the Force-sensitive children came from?
Yeah,
Right, that was my
exactly.
thoughts.
Why do you think they opposed the child support bill
They
so hard?
literally kept a list of all the women they impregnated. That's it.
Yep.
Like, Obi-Wan, why is your list only one person and Anakin's is 5?
And does Padme know about this?
Right.
Anakin was a player, bro.
Oh, 100%.
I mean,
He was a
Are you an
drama.
He
angel?
was also kind of
right, yeah. He was 9 years old and already a player.
Yeah. Are you an angel?
Are you an angel?
So
in
my
the Star Wars universe.
yeah.
Going back to
So
the,
I've got to tell you this one. I gave my kid the best pickup line ever a long time ago, and I'm going to share this here.
that's a beautiful dog. German Shepherd's top quality breed right there.
He
Oh,
is
yeah.
a major dumbass, too.
That's a weird pickup line.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like,
Oh,
hey,
no.
is that a German Shepherd in your background?
No, but it is though because they're very well known to be used in law enforcement,
Yeah.
the military. They're a breed designed to be trained for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know.
But
Right.
pickup line.
Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. German Shepherds are also used in infantry. I forgot about that.
Well,
You're not a true badass
try
unless you
to-
have a tactical attack dog.
I mean,
A
yeah.
lot of countries are moving away from the German Shepherd because their genetics have been trashed through inbreeding.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But now it's
I
all
just
about.
wanted
Get another dog.
Yeah, it's those Malinois. Those things are crazy.
I think they need to start going with the Chihuahua.
I was just about to say the same thing. I think we should replace German Shepherds with the Chihuahua. I think that's a far better.
Yeah, you breed them like rats and then attack in numbers.
Rat dogs. They used to fight rats. That's what they were for.
And they evolved into their enemy.
Chihuahua is the true master dog.
No, the Chihuahua is the true hellhound.
Fetch me their souls.
No,
No.
If anyone played the old COD Zombies, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
The old joke goes, Lucifer was mad that God wouldn't let him into the meetings on designing the Earth. So God was like, "All right, fine. I'm designing dogs. You can have one to design. I want one that is so small but carries the anger of the world in it."
Hey,
Go
Jada,
ahead.
what was the last topic of the podcast?
Ask the Allure. We had Swordfish in here, and we took the
No.
entire.
I mean, it's in the top last because we had.
Community chat.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about the last podcast.
No. I meant as in like we had X amount of topics. Have we hit our last topic of the evening, or is there another
Community
one?
chat is probably more going to be in the after hours. If we do an after hours tonight.
But I guess that's something I really would want to have encourage the most is providing challenges for members of the faith to engage in outdoor activities and
Encourage Ronnie Kadish. I mean,
Right, that channel has been dead for so long.
I mean, it doesn't have. You don't have to run 100 miles just to start getting better.
I want to see baby steps out of people. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see
baby
hey,
steps
I
that
want
lead into
to-
progression. That lead into progression.
hey, instead of driving to the community mailbox, I walked today, even though it was a blizzard. Shit like that.
Yeah, see, for me, exercise is a no-go in the winter because my blood vessels in my nose are just so close to the surface. Right before the podcast, I had stepped outside just to see how deep the snow was. I came back in, almost instantly had a bloody nose.
Yeah, we gotta figure out like
We gotta
elderly
get
friendly
you.
workouts.
We do have quite a few elderly individuals.
Stop talking about me like that, Sonny.
I love the young people.
I remember when $1 used to cost.
I don't know. Some of the,
Hey,
some of the elderly
remember-
folks
Did
are
you just say I remember when $1 cost a nickel?
Who remembers?
Yeah.
Who remembers that one SpongeBob episode where the mob is like they think this old guy's beating up SpongeBob, and the
How
mob
many
is like,
times do we have to
"You're gonna
tell you
teach.
all that?
How many times are we gonna teach you this lesson, old man?"
Hey, Aru.
Get your fat ass over here.
Get your fat ass over here, paper boy.
Was in the basement.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we've moved into after hours now.
All right, gentlemen, be civil.
Yeah. So
Paper
just got
boy.
confirmation. Okay, enough. I just got confirmation from my tech people. They are very interested.
Cool.
So yeah.
Establish a GoFundMe and put it in the Discord. And
Well, no,
people can-
we've got the GoFundMe, and it's
yeah, but it has to be specific to this project. I think.
I will get with the Allure on that.
Yeah, you get with the Allura and contact me.
But I
have
believe
developers.
I believe we need to really get on top of this because I feel like this would be really cool and beneficial.
good- It's
for
a
not
good
just-
tool for the community.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this needs to happen. I think it's gonna really connect people within not just the faith but culturally because there are Mandalorians.
Right.
They just follow the culture. But
Paid for by the keepers of the way.
It's people for the faith.
Come again?
Finding people that are already in the culture is also the best way of growing the faith because they already see it for what it
Right.
is.
So
Absolutely,
the biggest
absolutely.
bump.
I mean, when I went into this, I originally just I was just all about the culture and that was it. But I slowly kind of went into the faith.
The biggest bump we get in numbers is during the show.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody's looking up like, oh yeah, I love everything Mandalorian. I see Keepers of the Way, Mandalorian Faith. What's this?
Yeah. Well, you just got to keep. You just have to keep pushing the agenda for the faith, and getting people in. But I think, like Dirge said, I think the app would be a great way to connect people.
Honestly, I think something like this should be self-started. Not so much asking for permission than just doing it.
I have a quick question. Yeah, exactly. I have a quick question. Is this app? I'm sure it's going to be accessible both iPhone and Android.
Right, and probably make it PC as well.
Yeah, probably PC, Android, and Apple.
Because
Okay, perfect.
basically, we've been wanting this for a while.
Yeah,
where we
no,
want
this
a
needs-
replacement
this-
for Discord. Because Discord policies, I'm not going to say limit, because there are servers out there who talk about what we don't want to talk about.
So I
Because we're
definitely think
afraid
in that
of
case, we
getting
should have
canceled.
an option on the interface where everything gets translated into the mando'ade text format.
We have to flush the language out so much more to be able to do that, because we have a lot of words that, like I was looking up the word novice. We don't
Has
have a
anybody
word for
done-
novice.
training it, renting some AI time and training it to maybe help flesh out a lot of or a good chunk of the words. It might be able to do it at a more reasonable.
Someone who isn't afraid of the AI taking over their body, sure.
I mean,
They don't want to take
we all
over.
want it to be zombies, but we all want it to be zombies. But let's be clear, it's going to be robots.
It's gonna
It's gonna be Skynet.
I was just saying, like, we could utilize that as a tool to kind of quicker in fashion, flush it out.
Right.
Because, like, all communication really is just a series of patterns, right? So,
Right.
their name might be able to lock onto that and then extrapolate the rest pretty rapidly.
Talking about this being PC compatible, why don't we just take an idea from our brethren over at Oyabot and make something like Mando Creator or the Mando Dictionary, and then just make an app out of that?
They're already working on it, so really, there's no point for us to work on something that's already being worked on by a community. You see, I think the idea of this is to connect other members of the faith into an app, and it's going to have other things as well.
LonelyMandos.com.
Well, I'm saying use that as an idea for not copy what they're doing, but make our own website to make that the PC back.
What members of Oyabot are already doing has been largely accepted, in the Mandalorian community because what they're doing is they're expanding the language of Mando.
The language side, yes. However, we have had issues in the past with them recognizing us.
Yeah.
Well, the app is not about religious recognition, it's about cultural expansion.
Right.
So we sidestep that issue either way.
We're paying for the development, so it has our link tree or whatever, and we so happen to have a couple of little extra buttons that everybody else doesn't.
I'm just gonna say I definitely stepped in the OSIC with them a few months ago.
You got what?
I stepped in the OSIC big time with them. Because I couldn't answer questions based off of why we're not following the Resonare, the six, and why we're adding stuff to it.
I think we're gonna have like an official, what do we call them? Diplomat. You know what I mean?
Right.
We should probably have.
Someone explain to me what this group is you're talking about. I'm so far behind.
Oyabot. Let me explain. Oyabot they're not. I mean, they're just a community of Mandalorians that are expanding on the language of Mandoa.
So they're a splinter faction already?
No.
Not related to us at all.
If I could be honest with you, Oyabot has been around for a long time. But just like Christianity, there's going to be, a split between the church. You got the Catholics, the whatever. You got the
Protestants. You have Eastern Orthodox.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, pretty much. There's going to be a split between the church.
They definitely view us as the children of the Watch, Death Watch.
If we're gonna have
I don't give a fuck.
I think it might be good to have some official ambassadors who
I think
answered out with the allure before we try to spread out too hard in the different elements of the
exactly. You see, I agree 100% with Dirge. I don't think we should have people, and unfortunately, I don't think we should have unqualified.
We can't go and explore. But if we're gonna approach official type folks or folks that are heavily organized, we should ask those questions. We should have somebody who can kind of field those questions on the spot.
Yeah, I think
that was not me with them.
Yeah, no,
I fucked up big time on that one.
When I say this, it's not. I'm not. I don't want anybody thinking I'm
No, but I 100% agree with you.
No, I'm with you too.
Yeah.
Don't let me do it. I was calling him fat.
Being considered the
Yes,
Death
you
Watch
did.
group is probably based as fuck, so I'll take it.
Yeah. Aru, are you new?
Oh no,
No,
he's
I'm
been
not.
he's been
here,
our
here.
problem for a while.
Like a year.
I've been a problem here for a while.
Longer than I've been here. I'm actually pretty
Yeah,
new.
Aru was here before I was.
I think me and Aru came in about the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's
God.
why we get along so well. Purely timing. No, I just love Cadus.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah, and for a while, there wasn't a whole lot of people talking when we entered. It was mostly me, West Mando, a couple other guys, Julie, and Cadus. And then stuff actually started popping up, and we're like, oh, wow, people are actually getting involved now.
And that was about the time of season 2.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
I don't see enough of Swordfish. How is he active in voice chat at all? Or?
The Allure are, I'm not going to say they're aloof, but they definitely take a step back from interacting unless it's something they're actively passionate about or there's an issue.
To be fair, that's kind of how we kind of want things to go when it's actually fully flushed out. Like, they should be working within the confines of their own clans and everything. We have the National Council in case we need them.
It also kind of allows for them to hear what needs to be worked on. And I'm like,
I definitely see Sword and Kraz more than I see Kansas or Blue.
Yeah.
Which is funny because Blue's supposed to help with our language.
Don't let me do it.
Yeah, I'm not a diplomat. I'm more of the hammer that you use to beat things with.
We're probably going to have to
I'm the foot that steps in the Osic. Don't send me.
We're going to have to find somebody in the Goldilocks zone, and I'll just leave it like that. I'm not necessarily that person myself. I'm a great ideas person, but I'm...
You're Canadian. You're the closest we'll get.
Oh, no, my friend. No,
You're the most inoffensive person we have. You do it.
The Canadians always just make new war crimes.
Yep.
You stepped in it bad when the Canadians have to say, I think it's time.
I'm gonna stop saying sorry.
Right.
I'm a boot to stop saying sorry.
They're saying sorry for all the war crimes they've committed.
Sorry.
Exactly. So, did you know that it's a war crime to bait German soldiers into a trench with cans of food and then throw grenades on top of them?
Yep.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Specific, ain't it?
Yeah, that's not oddly specific at all.
In boxes and wrapping paper, and here's a gift.
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of the war crimes they've taken to how they normally hunt in the wilderness. So, like, baiting animals, they used to do that a lot, and now, of course, there's laws against it here in the U.S. too. But like, you start to see patterns.
I'm just saying, okay? I don't practice fishing. I practice catching. I'm just teasing when I say that. It's purely a joke. In case there's any
any federal agent listening in.
any ears. No, but legitimately just a joke.
I don't. Oh no, I'm not gonna say that one. I'm not a novice baiter.
I'm not a novice baiter. He's a master.
I'm down.
I'm horrible. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
No, you're not.
That's better than my abortion joke.
Yeah.
Not by much.
Yeah, not by much.
Oh, so I can't remember if we've already hit the date of the draw or whatever. Have we with the Fox knives? Fox Forge?
I don't know. Hold on.
I don't think we've hit all.
I don't think we've had enough people buy tickets, I think is the problem.
Well, we should
Yeah.
definitely make them talk about that for a bit, or at least make mention of it.
Yeah, I'm trying to
there's
find
a knife raffle going on right now, and I think we have
Or
last
Terry.
time tickets left. So, yeah, probably good. Kind of get out there and get your ticket. I won't be for that, so just because of like Canadian knife laws are all janky right now. So,
Oh, they took the UK technique, didn't they?
don't even tell it.
All right.
Don't even get me started.
I'm looking at the flyer now. So,
all right,
we have a raffle for the way. Winner receives a Damascus knife with a Bolivian rosewood handle. Blade measuring 4 1/4 inches. Overall length is 9 1/4 inch. Contact Leonard Todd or Fox Forge Works with any questions, and they've got their phone number attached. Proceeds go to the winner's choice between Ronald McDonald House or St. Jude Children's Hospital. Payments are accepted. Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo are all listed. Raffle will be drawn once all 50 tickets are sold. The last I heard, we still have, it was either 15 or 35 tickets to go. Hold
28,
on.
I think he said.
So as of December 27th, it was 32 tickets still available. So it's not a dated raffle. It's a, hey, okay, last ticket sold, we're drawing.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Yeah.
I just thought we should bring that up.
Right.
You know.
And if I'm not mistaken, that is... I can't confirm, I'll have to see. But I think that should be linked in the link tree, maybe. Or at least the TikTok and YouTube and, of course, Discord has the links for it. And apparently my phone is telling me it's 13 degrees and still snowing out there.
Nice.
And code.
I'm not even tell you guys.
It is 4 degrees outside right now with a feels like temperature of 15.
I know my feels like is like 1 or 0 degrees right now.
No, my feels like is negative 15. So.
Yeah, I didn't hear the negative. I just heard the feels like 15. So I was like, wait, it feels like it's warmer than it is?
Feels like -1 here.
No, I was suppressing a cough and.
Feels like -7, but it's only actually -5.
It feels like I'm not going outside anymore for a few days.
Feels like I can make lemonade now.
Feels like I can make lemonade. I can't believe it.
4 degrees and it feels like -14.
Oh look! Someone just spilled a lemonade ice cone on the ground.
Go ahead and eat that.
Oh, we have a saying in Canada.
Oh, who did we
Don't
lose?
eat the yellow snow.
Oh, we lost Aru.
Yeah, don't go. Oh, don't eat that yellow snow.
I thought it was eat the yellow snow.
God no, man.
For you, maybe.
Hey, if you're in.
Definitely don't go for that brown snow either.
Yeah, no.
Nope, I ain't chocolate.
Eat the red snow.
Water.
I don't know, with the way this one eats that's behind me, he literally eats anything. I have to put a 12-quart pot, 12-quart pan on the trash can just to keep it closed.
We're in after hours, so I don't feel bad about the glassware.
All right, so if are we officially moving into after hours?
I thought we already.
So did we get all of our topics covered? We got the app. We got the language lesson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Language lesson will always be first if we have one.
Yeah.
Machine gun!
We got cake sounding weird.
Right. Machine
It's
gun.
got
hard rant in there. I'm pretty sure we're good.
All right.
What?
So we're going to go ahead and wrap up the official side of the podcast. The after hours is strictly for the Discord side. So
we need to have like a song to go out to, and that brings in the after hours, like a specific song just for that.
I suggest we do boom chicka chicka wow.
bow,
Just to let people know they
bow,
don't want to be around for
bow,
what comes next.
bow.
No, the Red versus Blue Warthog song.
No.
Yes.
Why not?
No.
Community property by Steel Panther.
It's got to be something in the public domain.
Oh,
Is the birthday song in public domain?
We're not doing the birthday
Ooh,
song.
grenade launcher.
Well, why not? It's a good song.
I think Steamboat Willie is in the public domain now.
It is.
Well, let's do that then. We're taking everything else from Disney.
No, Disney's taking everything from us.
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm going to go to bed. It's 9 o'clock, and I got to be up at, 4. So.
Have a good night.
I mean this in the best way possible. That's gay.
Oh.
Aw.
be safe there.
Good night, guys.
Good night, Mando.
Ta-ta-ka.
So, I have been your host, Kadale Kaibor, Ibik Rooney, Dirge.
What?
I'm your co-host Dirge and Vicky Rooney as well.
So, if anybody would like to join us for the podcasts, we're always welcome. You're always welcome in the Discord channel. That's where we do our live recordings. Links are usually posted on the Facebook, and again, we post an event in the server. You can find all of our social medias on our link trees. Again, we've got a QR code for that in the background. Hope everybody is liking this new background, by the way. I custom made that ourselves. So the link tree. Do what?
Your background is annoying, sir.
It sucks? Is that what you said?
Your background is some white stuff and hats.
Oh, no, not that background. I'm talking about the podcast background.
Yeah, by the way, Cadence, send me that.
You want me to send you that? Okay.
Yeah,
the link tree will take you to the TikTok, the YouTube, our Patreon, the GoFundMe. And like I said earlier, the GoFundMe goes towards all legal fees and such at the moment. We might take some of that and maybe work on this app a little bit. That's going to be a Lore and board of director pending. Yeah, other than that, Dirge, I think you said it best the last podcast, keep rocking the free galaxy.
Okay, we'll go with that then. Keep rocking the free galaxy.